First part of guard retention is when I know my opponent will be controlling either my legs and my hips and coming around to the side. Okay? So I again have to maintain my knee to chest connection as best as I can, but I know that this shoulder will probably come in unless I block it. Okay? So all I have to do is have my hand out, straight elbow onto the shoulder. It doesn't cost me any energy to keep that. From here, I now have a gap to swing my foot underneath onto the bicep or the shoulder. This is now like a shelf for me to push off from. Lift my hips up in the air, square back up, and bring my other foot so that I'm facing my opponent. When Lockie goes to the other side, I anticipate the shoulder dropping, so I block. Now I've got a space to swing this underneath, lift my hips up, both feet on the biceps or shoulders, knees to chest. Just the structure of my guard when I'm playing open guard, I have to always engage my hips so that engage my abs so that my hips are high and off the ground. My head is forward. Very important that I keep this knee to my chest connection. The second I open up here, look, you can pass into this space. My feet are looking up at my opponent here, okay? That's just the shell I want to have. When Lockie starts to pass to one side, and he's got control of my feet, okay? When he comes here, first thing I want to do is block his shoulder. If I don't block the shoulder, he'll again open up the gap to come in here. So when I know he's going to come around to the side, I engage my abs, I lift my hips up, bring my knee to my chest. Lockie comes around to the side, and I need to block his shoulder with my elbow. I'm not pushing, this is just structural strength, I'm just blocking him from coming forward. When that happens, I want to recover my top leg first. So I swim that leg underneath onto his shoulder, and from this point I can push off the shoulder to lift my hips up, square back up, by putting my foot on the other bicep. When Lockie goes to the other side, I anticipate that his shoulder will drop into this space. I block, top leg comes in. I can now lift my hips even further, push up, recover, open guard. First drill in this lesson we're going to do is have my feet on Thiago's biceps. Now, just as a guard retention, my aim is to stay facing Thiago and my hips are squared up to him. What I have to do is engage my abs, which means I lift my hips up and my head is off the ground. Now when Thiago walks left and right, all I have to do is follow him, okay? So I lift my hips and I can put a little bit of pressure on his biceps to always be facing my opponent. The next drill will be when Thiago pummels his arms underneath to control my shins, okay? If he controls my shins from underneath, he can put me in a stack position, which can be extremely uncomfortable. So as soon as I feel him pummel his hand underneath, I'm going to pummel my foot. So I swim my foot underneath, back to the bicep. We can do it at the same time. And I'm always keeping my hips off the ground.
The next phase is that we're a little bit later now, and it's a little bit different because normally Thiago's been leading, like driving with, he's been grabbing my legs and driving with his shoulder, and I've been blocking with my hands, right? But this time he's coming with his leg first, okay? And if I go for the shoulder, I don't get anything, okay? And he's starting to like push my legs away a little bit, okay? So I want to get my legs back in front so I can face him again. What I'm going to do, I'm going to block the shin. So as Thiago steps in, I put my hand on the shin, and see how he's blocked my feet from coming in directly? If I lift my hips and turn away a bit, I can get my feet back in front. So actually, like, I keep my knee tight, I don't open that space, but I kind of roll away and it gives my feet more room to come back in front. Okay, so again, Thiago goes to the side and I pummel my feet back on the bicep. He goes to the other side and I do the same thing.
So the guard rotation is just when the guy is in front of me. We showed already when the guy gets the side, but what about when the guy gets north-south position and he walks through my head? So that's what we're gonna work right now. Lachlan is gonna be walking through my head in north-south position. So what I will do is elevate my hips, block him here, elevate and cross my legs. So as I cross my legs, I have the right leg under the left, so I move my body to the left side, getting squared up with him, so I can come back to the original position.